Good morning to third year students. Welcome to all of you. Dear students, previous lecture we have discussed the transportation problem. Some definition of transportation problem and how to solve the transportation problem in assignment problem. Now, next method to solve the transportation problem. The transportation problem is solved in two-phase method. First phase is obtain an initial basic feasible solution. And phase second is moving toward optimality. These are the two phases of transportation problem to solve. First phase is obtain initial basic feasible solution. Second is moving toward optimality. In first phase, the minimum cost procedure can be used to establish an initial basic feasible solution without doing numerous iteration of the simplest method. फर्स्ट फेजच्या सोल्युशनमध्ये आपल्याला काय मिळून जातं मिनिमम कॉस्ट प्रोसिजर आणि सेकंड फेज इज द स्टेपिंग स्टोन बाय यूजिंग द मोदी मेथड्स for evaluating the reduced cost may be used to move from the initial basic solution to optimality. There are many methods for finding the initial table for the transportation problem, which are the students many methods to solve the transportation problem. First is northwest corner method, second is least cost method, third is Ogle's approximation methods. See, first step is northwest corner method. नॉर्थ वेस्ट कॉर्नर मेथड ज्यावेळेसला आपण ट्रान्सपोर्टेशन प्रॉब्लेम आहे नॉर्थ वेस्ट कॉर्नर मेथडचं सोल्युशन काढतो त्यावेळेसला हे स्टेप्स आपल्याला लक्षात घ्यायचे. फर्स्ट स्टेप्स select the upper left, that means northwest. Select the upper left cell of the transportation matrix and allocate the minimum possible value to x11, which is equal to minimum a1 b1. resources and destination मध्ये आपलं काय असतं फर्स्ट allocate व्हॅल्यू सिलेक्ट द अपर लेफ्ट तर कोणती व्हॅल्यू मॅक्झिमम पॉसिबल व्हॅल्यू टू x11. सेकंड स्टेप इज इफ allocation made if allocation made is equal to the supply available at the first resources, that means a1 is first row, then move vertically down to the cell to 1. And if allocation made is equal to demand of the first destination, that means first destination is b1 is first column, then move horizontally to the cell is 1 2. And subpoint step 2 is if a1 is equal to b1, the value is a1 is equal to b1, the allocate x11 is equal to a1 or b1 and move to cell 2 2. And next steps continue the process until an allocation is made in the southeast corner cell of the transportation table. This is a table of the example of the solving transportation problem table to find the initial basic feasible solution using the method is northwest corner method. आता नॉर्थवेस्ट कॉर्नर मेथडचे आपण काय बघितले स्टेप्स. टोटल कॉस्ट इज फर्स्ट दिस इज x11 आणि x12 x13 value is 50, x14 is value is 7. These are the resources s1 s2 s3. This is a resources and this is supply 7 9 18 and 4 18, and this is a demand of 5 8. Okay, 5 8 7 49 34. This is a demand, and this is the value of 19. First x11 is value is 19. 19 into what is the demand is 5. 19 into 5 plus second 30 into 2 third is this is x to 2. 30 into 6 plus 40 into 3 plus 70 into 4 plus 20 into 14. This is a demand, and these are the value of is equal to whole calculation is 1015. Now next method, list cost method. Select the cell having lowest lowest unit cost in the entire table and allocate the minimum of supply or demand values in the cell. काय बघायचं आपल्याला लोवेस्ट युनिट कॉस्ट बघायचं आहे कशामध्ये सिलेक्ट द सेल इन टी टेबलमध्ये लोवेस्ट कॉस्ट बघायचं आहे आणि त्याच्यामध्ये अलोकेट द मिनिमम ऑफ सप्लाय ऑर डिमांड व्हॅल्यूज इन द सेल. सेकंड स्टेप्स, then eliminate the row or column in which supply or demand is if both the supply and demand value are same. Either of the row or column can be eliminated. In case the smallest unit cost is not unique, then select the cell where maximum allocation can be made. And last steps, repeat the process with next lowest unit cost and continue unit the entire available supply at various resources and demand at various destination is satisfied. These are the steps of the next method of transportation problem, which is method list cost method. This is a table list cost method. This is a d1 d2 d3 d4. This is destination, and demand, this is demand is 5 8 7 14 and supply is 7 9 18 14. These are the using the steps first second table and third table. This is the finally. And next method is Ogle's approximation method. Step first, calculate penalty for each row and column by taking the difference between the two smallest unit cost. This penalty or extra cost has to be paid if one fails to allocate the minimum unit transportation cost. And second step, select the row or column with the highest penalty and select the minimum unit cost of that row or column. Then allocate the minimum of supply or demand value in that cell if there is a tie. Then select the cell where maximum allocation could be made. And third steps, adjust the supply and demand and eliminate the satisfied row or column. If a row and column are satisfied simultaneously, only of them is eliminated and the other one is assigned is zero value. Any row or column having zero supply or demand cannot be used. The calculating future penalties. And last, repeat the process until all the supply sources and demand destination are satisfied. तर स्टुडंट्स, आपल्या हे तिन्ही मेथड्स मी फक्त तुम्हाला स्टेप समजून सांगतो. ह्या तिन्ही मेथड्सचे आपल्याला काय करायचं आहे, मेथड यूज करून आपला एक्झाम्पल सॉल्व करायचा. फर्स्ट आहे तुमची कोणती मेथड आहे? फर्स्ट ईस्ट कॉर्नर मेथड. सेकंड आहे तुमचं ओगस अप्रोच मेथड. थर्ड आहे तुमची नेक्स्ट मेथड इज this is the first method, and second method is Ogle's approximation method. Okay, then initial transportation tube. Since total supply 100 and total demand is 80, a dummy destination is created with demand of 20 and 0 unit cost. These are the dummy. Dummy is always 0 unit cost. A northwood, westwood, eastwood, and dummy. These are the supplies 50-50 and demand is 25, 45, 10, 20. Now list cost starting procedure. First, tie or list cost 0, arbitrarily select x14, allocate 20, reduce s1 to s1 by 20 to 30 and delete the dummy column. And second, of the remaining cell, the list cost is 24 for x11. 24, these are the value is 24 and this value is x11. That means first row, first column. Allocate 25, reduce s1 by 25 to 5 and eliminate the northwood column. And third, of the remaining cell of list cost is 30 for 30 कशाची आपली x12. 30 is a x12. Allocate 5, reduce the westwood column to 40 and eliminate the planned first row. And last, since there is only one row with 2 cells left, make the final allocate of 40 and 10 to x22 and x23 respectively. These are the planned northwood 25 to these are the supply. Next, phase 2 transportation algorithm. Phase 2 stepping stone method. First step, for each unoccupied cell, calculate the reduced cost by the modified methods described below. Select the unoccupied cell with the most negative reduced cost. That means maximization problem, select the unoccupied cell with the largest reduced cost if non-stop. Note, occupied cell on the stepping stone path now becomes unoccupied if more than one cell becomes 0. Make only one unoccupied, make the other occupied with zeros. Go to step first. Which is go to step first. These are the associate a number ui with each row and vj with the each column. Step first, step u1 is equal to 0. Second step, calculate the remaining ui and vj's by solving the relationship Cij is equal to ui plus vj for occupied cell. And step third, for unoccupied cells ij, the reduced cost is equal to Cij minus ui minus vj. ओके, तर स्टुडंट्स, ट्रान्सपोर्टेशन प्रॉब्लेममध्ये 2-3 मेथड्सने आपलं प्रॉब्लेम सोल्युशन काढता येतं. ते मेथड्सचे आपण स्टेप्स वगैरे बघितलेत. आणि सेकंड आहे फेज सेकंडचे स्टेप्स आपण बघितले. नेक्स्ट लेक्चरमध्ये आपण एक्झाम्पल घेऊ. ओके, स्टॉप हिअर.